So how do we train the mind to be heedful? This is all part of meditation. You understand this, then you will know how to do it. First, we must decondition the heedless thinking via the mind sweeping method, combined with metta, to make the mind quiet or aware. Then cultivate Anapanasati to stabilize it. So once the silent mind is stabilized, then you develop sati. And this sati, initially, if you do Anapanasati, is going to take a while. You may do it many times if you are new. Yeah? And mindfulness of the in and out breath is called Anapanasati. So the in and out breath will develop the sati. And don't try to know. And you will experience calmness. You will experience piti leading to sukhang. Then you continue to relax and silent and aware. Then the breath become like long breath, like everything become clear, a lot of clarity, a lot of awareness within. And because of that, you develop a type of joy we call piti. Then if you continue to relax and silent, piti will develop into more refined and you experience sukhang, which is blissfulness of mind. So the initial calmness, or what we call piti that you experience, is the initial stage of calm mind. Some call it the what they call meditative peace, the inner peace. First time you experience it, you like it because it is a type of joy, spiritual joy. And sometimes it's like it rupture inside your mind state. You feel very nice. You feel very nice, very calm. Mm. Then as you continue, this long breath will develop until it becomes more and more quiet, more and more refined. Then during those phases, you will go through with a lot of understanding because that sati will make you aware of many things within the in breath. One in breath, there is a lot of phenomena within, a lot of happening within. Then similarly, one out breath is like very long. Then you experience long breath. Most people experience that first. Then when they start to stabilize that, they have to relax into it. Otherwise, it can go into continuous awareness and you will develop absorption. You may absorb into a state of mind like no thought, continuous mindfulness. So this absorption, if you experience it, you can go through it, no problem. It will make you feel very calm, very peaceful, like completely without thought. It's just continuous awareness. Then you get absorbed into it. There is just an awareness only. But the mind is like cannot move, cannot move. It's completely in absorption. If you experience that, you will go through a transformation. Your mind like have rested very long and you recuperate very fast. And during that time, I remember that type of energy is so nice, so soothing, so conducive. It makes you young. It makes you young. It like it is a type of energy that can maintain your youth. But this body being a body, finally you will go the way of nature. But during that time, you appear young. Those things. That time I was still a student. Even in the university, I did Anapanasati a lot. So I realized that I didn't really age. And even when I came out to work, after I worked for about, I think I graduated in 1979. Then I was 89, 89. So 10 years later, that time I was about 35 years old and I worked in a university environment. But that time they look at me, I look like a student, 20 years old student. That time my physical body didn't really age. At that time, I can recuperate through Anapanasati, and I go into Anapanasati a lot. But later part of, I think, 1988, coming to 1989, I revert back to daily mindfulness. I release out the Anapanasati and go into daily mindfulness. That's how I finally had the breakthrough and came to understand all these things. Yeah. Initially, I was, I won't say it's trapped. I like Anapanasati, and I was doing Anapanasati uh, very often until I was able to develop all the calmness, the stillness, the absorption, everything. But then I realized finally that is not the answer. Where I realized when I'm in those states of apana samadhi or absorption, it was so calm, so still that the mental hindrance cannot move at all. It's like you are enlightened. You have a lot of metta, a lot of tranquility, a lot of stillness, a lot of calmness, and you don't want to talk. Most of the time, you are in that state of calmness, absorption. And, and I did a lot of anapanasati at that time. But later on, when I met Ajahn Yantra, he told me the real meditation is about awareness. So I started to investigate and reverse the whole cultivation. That's how I came to understand the true cultivation later on. Then when I released our anapanasati and developed daily mindfulness, I was able to silence my mind more and more. And I realized this is a free mind that can be in the state of tranquility and stillness without a conditioned state, without anapanasati or anything to hold it. I don't have to rely on any method or technique to be peaceful, to be calm. So that is how all this become possible. So when the anapanasati stabilize and you develop good mind state, you can try it out, find out more, then experience with it, no harm. At that time, I can go into absorption very fast. Within minutes, I will go in. Then, if I want to rest and recuperate after a tired day or after driving for certain hours, I recuperate very fast. Then, when especially after I drive for quite a long period, a few hours, then I will silence my mind, rest, meditate. Then I recover, I recuperate. Then I can continue. So that's how I experience all this. Then this long breath later on will become slow. It like slow down and become very quiet until the breathing like no more breathing. Then you experience the silent mind, uh, the subtle breathing, like there is no more breathing. And during that time, the mind become very quiet, very still. Then very likely is through my past. I will know what to do. I didn't really do other thing. I just silent everything and just stay with the subtle breathing. Continue to be silent until mind enters deep. That's how I came to know. Then I realized the mind that enters deep is so different. Everything is like magnified. Then when I came out of it, I realized that sati is with me. Your mind has entered sati. Then everything I do is in sati. The kaya nupasana, mindfulness of all action, all movement. Then I realized it become automatic. Kaya nupasana like automatic. I saw my movement. Body and mind move as one. All action, all movement as one. And whatever I do, I move, I turn, specific phenomenal awareness physically. I am one with it. Then my mind, when I hear things, is in sati awareness. Then when I see things, also specific phenomenal awareness is also in sati. Then I realize the smell, the taste, everything like slow down. But in actual fact, is the normal pace of life. Nothing slow down. But the sati make it appear like it's slow down, and everything become clear to you. There is clarity. That's why the senses become different. Where mind enters sati, everything you experience is in sati. Then the time your mindfulness become very different. You are very sensitive. You can see a lot of things that you never see before. Even your subtle mental activity and movement, the subtle mental intention. Then whatever aggregates of mind, you can be there and then at the moment of feeling Vedana, at the moment of Sankara activity, at the moment of perception, at the moment of consciousness, you can be with it. Because that mind is so different, it's without thought, it's just aware. And that mind has entered sati. It's actually your meditative state. It's like the true mind throughout the day, meditating, just aware. Everything is just aware. When you bend down, when you turn, you move, everything there is awareness, mindfulness. Body and mind move as one. That everything you do is in sati, seeing, hearing, smell, taste, tactile, and thought process. Then you start to have this inner awareness that is very clear within. Then this awareness can see many things. It becomes very sensitive. That's how I can describe all this to you. Otherwise, no way. If I have not done it, I can't. That's why the real mindfulness for people to do until that stability is very rare. You cannot find. Mm.